Hello and welcome back. I'm so glad you're here. My name is Patty, founder of Open Owl, where wisdom meets transformation. And today I'm going to talk about friendships and I haven't written down any notes or anything. I'm just going to wing it and talk about friendships new and old. I met somebody at a a Christmas party for my ladies business community. Shout out to Kira and to Lorena for putting that on. Her name is Kaja, and I don't know, we just really hit it off. We just got to talking, and so we went to coffee before Christmas, and we just got together today. And I showed up at Starbucks over at State Line now, which is really kind of convenient and kind of pretty with the view of the mountains and stuff. And she comes in and we give each other a big hug, and she pulls out this beautiful package. And she said that she bought this for me before Christmas. And it's a little owl. It's a little owl candle, actually. And I was just sort of stunned that she remembered that I love owls and that I I don't know, that she just cared enough, just meeting her and getting together with her. There's a little holder for it too. And so what I thought I would do is I'm gonna lower my camera here, set it down here. Oops, it's not showing. There it is. And I was going to grab a lighter and just light this candle. Oh, there's a little item that I need to remove first. It says that it's so pretty. Everything is so beautiful about it. Kind of move the wick around. And I thought I'd just light this candle as a way to begin our talk today on friendships. So I don't know, little guy, you're going to have to hang out right here, I guess. And I'll just kind of have to scooch down a little bit like this to talk. But isn't this so sweet? And I'm just really grateful for friendships. I'm really grateful for people that I've known for a long time that have remained friends. Like Sheldon and I, for example, we've been friends since I was a senior in high school, and that's amazing. And then I've got friends that I've met in the Seattle area and in New Hampshire, and of course here in Spokane and Coeur d'Alene. And in fact, when I moved back to Post Falls to Idaho, I had some friends reach out that I went to school with, like when I was in first grade. And so that was really kind of special as well to realize that, I've got friends from when I was just a small child and how they last over the years. Some don't. Some friends, maybe they kind of outgrow who you are, or you outgrow who they are. You change directions in your life, and so you just don't stay in touch. Of course, social media makes it easy to stay in touch with people that you otherwise would not have stayed in touch with. We used to have a pretty long Christmas card list, but for the past few years, I've been so distracted with trying to find work and do other things that I really haven't sat down and made that Christmas card list like I used to. So maybe that's something I need to also start up again. It's such a beautiful thing to handwrite them all and think about each person as you're writing the card. And And maybe I haven't been the best friend either, after having moving to the East Coast and, moving from Seattle and then moving back here. And in the meantime, had some really challenging things happen, like having Lyme disease where I couldn't really think anymore. And then going through the divorce, which I was so embarrassed, actually. I just didn't really want to show my face. It felt like such, um, what's the word? Like I didn't accomplish the thing that I thought was so important to do, stay married. And I was really ashamed. And so um, I didn't know if some of my friends would still love me and accept me. And I don't know. Anyway, I'm sure it's mostly me just being a little bit like worried about being acceptable and if I, maybe did something wrong or something. Anyway, I'm just kind of talking about something I'm kind of unsure about, to be honest. But part of it too is just me becoming a little shyer, not having quite a little more shy. That sounds better. Part of it might be myself feeling maybe not as worthy as being a friend to somebody. But this little symbol here, that she thought of me as a friend, even though I just met her a couple of times, and her bringing a candle to me actually is just it's really moved my heart and made me feel like, gosh, I have good friends. Even people I've just met are good friends. And so yeah, that's really interesting, isn't it? Well, and I've got my just dear friends from high school, like Tyla, and we talk to each other really often, and hopefully we'll be doing more projects together. So I guess I just want to take a moment to really feel the gratefulness of those friends that I've had over the years that are still my friends, and new friends that I've made that are so sweet to remember what my favorite animal is and bring me a little candle when we're just meeting for coffee. I mean, that is just so special, and I appreciate it so much. Let's take a deep breath in, deep breath out, and just really embody that feeling of, I guess it's love, isn't it? I feel loved. And feeling loved is something that humans need every day. So maybe I'll start thinking about how I can show love to other people, reach out to friends maybe that I haven't spoken with in a while, stay in touch with people that have disappeared maybe from my life, and maybe they need to feel love. They need to know that they are still loved. Perhaps that's something as well to think about. Sometimes I think when you go through a hard time, you tend to kind of, well, I don't know if anyone else has done this, but I think I felt very ashamed for one thing and afraid to maybe open myself up to criticism or open myself up to the pain that's inside and share it with another person and have to be vulnerable. I guess maybe at the end of the day, it's just vulnerability and trying to be brave and not feeling, but that, trying to be brave sometimes and not vulnerable leaves you alone because it's when we are connected, it's when we are vulnerable that we are able to connect better. So I just want to say thank you, Kaja. Thank you so much for this beautiful token of friendship. And I'm just really grateful for the friendships that I've made over the years. And I just want to, I don't know, remind people, make you think about the friends that have come and gone and the people that you love. I don't know. I don't know what else to say, honestly. But I'm just grateful that you're watching and hopefully you're finding something in these little talks that I give that is moves your heart or touches you or brings you some sort of happiness and joy. Well, thank you again, and I'll see you tomorrow.